We're going to review one Upwork profile today, Victor, who's a social media manager. I'm going to highlight what he's doing well, what can improve, so that you can understand how to find more clients, and especially he can understand what he needs to revamp to get more invites and more clients on Upwork. So, Victor is a social media manager, organic growth expert. Overall, the job title is to the point. I mean, social media manager is the phrase that his target client is using when looking for somebody like him. Now, organic growth expert is a good clarifier that he doesn't just manage social media, he can also help clients grow their social media. And so it's good that he separates that he adds that to it, and it makes it more special. Overall, the job title is pretty good. I would make sure that you double check that with other freelancers that are doing well in the space. Maybe they're saying social media strategist, social media specialist. But if you want to focus on the management aspect of social media, that you help to take time off their hands by managing their social media, and that's what you want to lead with, then it's fine that you have that first. If you want to focus more on the growth side of social media, helping them to grow audiences on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you specialize in, then you want to start with the growth part. I'm a social media growth expert, social media growth strategist. Then that's what you want to start with. So that's something you just have to decide for yourself. Now, looking at the description, do you want to create a following on social media organically? I can help you do that. Okay, so one thing you're doing great with this first sentence is that you're highlighting the client's goal A, which I talk about a lot, which is why are they hiring somebody like you? What's the goal they're trying to achieve by hiring you? And in this case, it's creating a following on social media. Okay, so if that's their goal A, that makes me think that the growth side is more important to you than the management side. If the management side was more important, you'd say something like, are you wanting to save time by having somebody else manage all your social media accounts? That's how you would start your description if that's what you're leading with. So I think there is still, you got to decide on what you want to be leading with your services. Is it the growth side of social media? Is it growing a following? Or is it just taking time off their hands and managing their accounts? I think you still need to make that decision and make sure that your job title is in sync with that first sentence. But overall, you do a good job at highlighting their goal A. One thing that is missing is, who is your target client? What types of clients do you work with most? What types of businesses? Are they tech software companies? Are they online education businesses? Are they real estate investment companies? What industries have you worked with the most? Or do you see yourself working in the best, and highlight that industry or that type of client in that first sentence as well? Are you a ... company looking to grow a following on social media organically? That's how you can rework that first sentence. I don't think you need to say with 3+ years of experience. If it's only 3 years or less, I wouldn't bother putting that in your description or mentioning that. If a client asks, go ahead and tell them, but I wouldn't lead with that. But you could say something in the second sentence like, with years of experience not just 3, to say years, with years of experience creating content and managing accounts on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I've come to learn what really works and what doesn't when it comes to organic and sustainable social media growth. So that's overall, you have some good things in there. It's just reworking kind of how you phrase the first part of that. So, but overall, you're getting the right idea with you elaborating on how you help them. Okay, now in this next part, the fact that you've grown your own brand and own following with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, is a good portfolio piece. And I think it's good that you highlight that here, that you've grown a following for yourself, not just for others. So you've experienced both sides of it, and that can help them see, oh, you really understand the influencer content creator side of this as well, not just managing the accounts. Now, I spend my days researching, refining, and creating highly engaging content. I don't know if I spend my days is necessary to say I research, refine, and create highly engaging content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, or for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm constantly researching and staying up to date with the latest trends. You can just say I stay up to date with the latest trends and techniques for success on social media, just trying to condense it a bit without it being too much fluff. I found great success here on Upwork. You don't need to say things like that. I mean, that's going to be proven in your work history down here. So I would just delete that last part. And then you need to close with some kind of a paragraph that points. So you have a profile video here, I see, which is great, but you should point people towards that. So in the end, you should have some call to action that says, if you want to learn more about how I approach social media and how you can grow an audience on social media, go ahead and click on my video to the left where you can learn something about social media organic growth. You want to basically give them an incentive to click this video by basically telling them that they're going to learn something about social media growth. I'm not just going to rehash what's in my profile. I'm not just going to talk about myself and introduce myself. I'm going to teach you something about social media, and I haven't watched your video yet. I'm going to go ahead and watch it real quick. So I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to give feedback. Okay, so I watched the video. It's about 50 seconds long. Overall, you're just rehashing what you already say in your profile. You basically say, hey, I've been doing this for a few years. I've built up my own following, and then I started a freelance business. But you don't teach anything related to social media growth. What you need to do is your whole 50-second video that you did, that should be the ending of your video, where you're basically rehashing what you do. You're giving a call to action saying, hey, check out my profile, get in contact with me, and we can see if we can work together. But the first 5 minutes of your profile video should be you teaching something related to social media growth. I mean, you said you built up your own following. You probably have videos where you're teaching people things. So I would spend the first 5 minutes showing them your skills in being able to create a video and teach, since you have experience being a content creator. So come up with here's 3 ways that you can grow your audience on TikTok and Instagram. And then you literally teach them those strategies in your Upwork profile video. Then you close by rehashing what you do and how you can help them and give them a call to action to get in contact with you. So that's going to help a lot. And that's really important with this type of profile and what you're selling, that you have that type of video. So get that done. That's the most important thing you can do right now to improve your profile. And then rework the first couple sentences. And then overall, you have some great ratings and reviews here. So that's good. And portfolio here, if this really is the extent of your portfolio, that basically it's your own brand you built, and then this one other client, then that's fine. But if you have other examples of your work, then definitely include those here. Because let me see if I click on this. Okay, good. So you have some stats here to show what you've accomplished on Instagram. So that's good. Graphs and all so forth. That's great. Okay. I would just try to reorganize this so that the graph shows up instead of this logo here. And then the first image here is what's going to show up in Upwork search. So you want to make sure that that's one you really like. Oh, one more thing, Victor, open to contract to hire. I wouldn't be open to contract to hire. That basically means I'm open to accepting an employee job, which means you're not taking your freelance business seriously and you don't have the intention of creating a full-time freelance business or an agency. And that can have a negative effect on how clients perceive you and whether you really are running a business and intending to run a business, or whether you're just looking for in-between freelance work until you find an employee job. So I would turn that off. I don't even know why Upwork has that option, but yeah. So yeah, that's it for you, Victor. You're doing a great job. You have a great start. But you just got to make those couple of tweaks with your profile video, with the beginning of your description, and you're going to be on your way to getting more invites and getting more clients. The next step is going to be, I don't know how good your proposals are. Feel free to send me an example proposal that you've written, and I will workshop that as well in a future video. Hopefully anyone else watching has been able to learn from this, and they can go back and revamp their own profiles so they can get more clients on Upwork. The strategies that I've been able to implement on Upwork has led to over 150 clients in the last couple of years. It's led to several $100,000, and I've been able to really provide financial freedom for my family through Upwork. And it's a great place to connect with high quality clients. I hope you have a great day.